podcast is Wrestling Daft and is scheduled for 1 hour. Maybe more. It has no real time limits, making their way into your ears. First, from a place called Barneston, he is the Pyramid. Rab
It's going to be the funniest show ever because I'm all about the comedy and the money, baby.
How much you gonna pay?
And his partner, the top end of Stevenson.
From Mexico City to Beef Community Centre, I've got stories that are going to blow your mind.
Hello and welcome to Wrestling Daft. My name is Rab Florence and you are listening to the Premier Wrestling Podcast. And let me tell you something, there is no introduction to this show that is complete without the great man himself, the man who is responsible for the boom in British wrestling, the man who all the British wrestlers who are signed to the WWE, NXT UK and all that should be thanking for every wage they pick up. The man himself, it wouldn't happen without him. He ain't gone and fucking wrestling in Japan for a couple of months and then coming back to WWE. You're going to pick you up. The man himself who did it. The man himself who did it, who made it happen. Grado.
That is enough.
Mate, listen, if you're not going to say it, I'll say it.
No, listen, look. Thank you for that intro. Really, really nice. Look, I'm here, Rab, solely to talk about the great sport of professional wrestling. You know, you can ask me things that I love in my life. I love the footy. You know, I love sitcoms. I love macaroni. It's National Macaroni Cheese Day, as John just told me off air.
Well,
but the number one passioneater is literally right. It's an art form, and it's professional wrestling.
I would like to say this, though. I think it's likely that somewhere out there is somebody involved in WWE, somebody who's involved with NXT UK, or somebody that's involved with one of these adjacent companies, your Progresses, or, you know, whatever, that's probably listening to this. And I'm going to say this, I'm just going to put this out there because Grado would never say this, I'm going to say it.
What?
The continuing disgrace, the disgrace that is the existence of things like NXT UK, with Grado no getting his spot, getting the place that he deserves. I think it's shameful. Look, it's a joke. It's a joke to me. It's embarrassing for you, mate. It's not embarrassing for me. It's a joke to me that this is the case. Listen, I'm just going to put this out there now. Sorry, boys, but NXT UK needs a wee bit of an entertainment shot. It needs a wee fucking bit of a boost because I know a lot of people that are signed to NXT UK. I'm talking about, listen, I don't want you to think that I'm being biased here because my own niece is on NXT UK. I'm telling you, that show needs a shot of fucking personality. That needs a shot of personality. Fucking Noam Dar is trying to keep the fucking thing afloat on his own.
What, mate, I see, be honest with you, I can't say I watch it because I don't watch any of the wrestling. Look, all I do is watch the documentaries, listen to podcasts. I try and watch AEW. I don't know, I couldn't tell you.
I'm just saying, I want Grado being shown the fucking respect that he deserves. I want him shown the fucking respect that he deserves, right? No, there's some great people
I'm wincing here. I don't like this talk.
No, listen, there's some great people involved with NXT UK. Like I said, Isla Dawn, my niece, personality, character, she's worked on it. You get people that know me, you get people like Shah. You know, there's people we know that are involved in NXT UK, but it's fucking needs pay some fucking respect. Give some fucking respect. All these guys. Let me tell you something, right? I don't know who's involved behind the scenes of NXT UK, but I think it might be some guys for Progress or something, right? Who the fuck are Progress? I'll tell you why behind the scenes. It's people that were involved with Progress that are kind of calling the shots there to an extent, well, as much as the WWE will let them, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying, boys? I'll tell you why they're the ones calling the shots behind there, because that was a calculated move to try and cut the fucking Scottish boys and the Scottish lassies out of fucking control of what was happening in the British scene. They came and they tried to fucking step on the throat and the necks of the Scottish scene. And you follow the Scottish scene, you follow it right down the avenue. Where do you come if you walked down that road, that Scottish wrestling road?
Right.
You come to Grado. Let's move on.
No, listen. I know, right? Listen. I don't like on this controversial talk. I want to come on and talk about Virgil rubbing his bobby for a cameo the other day. I sent you that, aye.
You did.
I want to talk about stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I want to talk about the AEW botches Twitter that pops me every other morning. I don't like this controversial. I don't care. I don't care.
You saying you don't
This
want
is me?
Don't want to be. Listen, I'm going to be again, right? Massive credit to the people who've been signed by WWE. You know, childhood dream came true and all that kind of stuff. Respect for you. See, if I'm a wrestler starting out now, I don't fucking want WWE to sign me. I'm like that. Fuck off. I want to be cool. Sorry, that's just my personality. I want to be cool. I want to be cool. I want to be cool. If I'm a wrestler, I want to be cool.
How about they're getting paid?
They're getting paid. They're getting paid.
To do what they love. It's a full-time job. They're doing there every other month, and they're learning for the best, and they're getting to be on BT. Christ, it's fucking what, 10 years ago you would never imagine this, the opportunity that would ever come about for something like that, and now it's here. Should be proud, but
I'm just playing devil's advocate, mate. Right, now, regular correspondent Jordy Coyle has been in touch. Actually, I want to be cool. And he says, hope you're all doing well. Right? He says, firstly, I must congratulate Grado on the news of becoming a dad.
Thank you.
First of all, I've had 4 wins, right? It was my fucking... And he says, I had the same feelings last year as I became a dad for the first time to a little boy on 31st of July. Somehow we landed on the name Austin.
Aye.
Of course, we ended up with a few Austin 316 baby grows for the WWE shop. He says, I actually announced to my 2 closest mates that we were expecting by sending them a screenshot of tickets I bought for a wee celebratory night out for the 3 of us to uncles. I feel bad now about it. I've been taking this way more seriously. Still looking forward to getting to that new date and any wrestling daft evenings I may be announced in the future. Thanks you guys for doing it real and keeping us going through the past year. Good luck with it when the big day comes, Grado, and hope all the families are doing good. Rab and John sees it. He's also acknowledged my wins. P.S. We don't have stupid wee laminated lists either. Big shout out to Jordy Coyle. Thanks so much for that, mate. And listen, congratulations. Greatest thing in the world. Having wins, as we'll all agree.
Aye, that's. I love that. See, I was choking. Well, Stephanie wanted to call the way in Austin. Obviously, deep down, I'd have loved it, but I knew I'd get picked on. But anyway, it's going to be a girl anyway. I've already, because she was going, she keeps buying wee things, wee taps and all this, wee tracksuits and stuff like that. And she was like, oh, it'd be nice if you could do something. I go, I don't know where to start with that, carry on what to buy them. So I bought a hang off Amazon, one of they kind of snidey printed baby grows. I'm watching wrestling with Daddy.
Oh, really?
I'm watching wrestling with Daddy.
I think that's cute. That's cute. And she will be watching wrestling with Daddy.
Oh, aye.
Bloody brilliant.
Watching the Jeff Jarrett podcast on YouTube together.
Bloody brilliant. I'll tell you something though, right? See if the WWE try and sign her before they've signed you, mate. I'll be fucking. No, there's been a wee bit more contact about that laminated list that John was talking about last week, the pass list that you're allowed with your partner, right? That's nonsense that John had away. Paul says, solidarity with John on the laminate list, aka celebrity free pass, hall pass thing. My wife and I have our own ones, says Paul. Just a bit of fun. We wouldn't ever act out on them if even given the chance. What's the point in having them then? She says, especially no her, as she has Eddie Vedder for Pearl Jam on hers, but she's thinking 1992 Eddie Vedder, no like a 56-year-old wrinkly 9-inch long boss axe down back. I know what I mean. Anyway, keep up the good work. By the way, Paul saying they are 56-year-old wrinkly 9-inch long boss axe. That's only like 12 years older than me. Anyway, keep up the good work. Any chance of the clip of Billy Corgan telling Grado he has a baldy half-incher? Cheers, Paul. Do we have that clip?
I've got it right here, but it wasn't me. He said, oh no, I did say hi. Right, hold on.
Well, we need to watch because last week, remember we played clips from TNA. TNA took down the YouTube video last week because we used TNA clips.
Oh my God. And so did, I know you text me saying that, so yeah. I don't know how that works. They must have something built in. I mean, there's no
algorithm. It's the algorithm works.
Yeah, they must have something built in.
Yeah. It was okay for the audio. The people that listened to the audio version got to hear the TNA clips in full, but people watched the video version. I had to then remove the TNA clips and put them as separate files. So apologies for that.
Strobs like us.
It's mere work for John. Don't make mere work for John.
Here it's yourself. I'm live. I'm sitting here with Billy Corgan and the Smashing Pumpkins, and I've got a question that's been on my mind for quite some time. Billy, what size is Marilyn Manson's cock? Well, it's bigger than yours. You know the size of my cock. No, I've seen your cock. It's a bally half-incher.
You know what I mean?
Oh man, I
A
can't
baldy half-incher.
I can't believe you're pals with Billy Corgan for the Smashing Pumpkins. That blows my mind. That blows my mind. I fucking love the Smashing Pumpkins. Oh,
I know.
You know, more excited. You should be more excited about the fact that he ran NWA Power.
yes, I should be. I should be more excited about Grado's baldy half-incher.
Grado, talk me through that. Did you say to him, going to say this? Did you basically like...
I don't even have much memory of that, to be honest with you. It was dark days.
That's the road, brother. That's the road.
There's some dark days. But I can't even... Nah, just it was backstage. I think we were in Manchester. But it's funny you say, John, you like the Smashing Pumpkins. It's funny because obviously, like, I know the world is a vampire.
Yeah.
That's about the one I know, right?
Yeah.
I remember one night, I've probably told this before, but he got the guitar out in the hotel in the lobby for all the boys.
They start playing
Joking.
Wonderwall.
You're joking, did he?
Aye, he's
That's
right.
amazing.
And obviously played that one first, man, and it was brilliant. Played down on my face, and then you know that way, like he started playing other songs, and I'm kidding on, I know them. You know that like you're going, oh, that one's a good one. I play that one. You know, fucker going, play this one, Billy, and I'm going, I play that one. That's a good one. That one. Pure kid, don't I know the songs? Come on.
Beautiful.
And then he would always talk to me about his albums and all that. You know, and you know that way I'd get dead nervous because he'd be like, you know, when I released the third album and this, and he would try and tell a story about it, and I'd go, aye, all right. No, because I always wondered that, right? Right.
Aye. And you're worried he's going to do something like go, you know, when I released Porcelain Tigers, I was letting you, I love that one. He's like, I didn't do anything called Porcelain Tigers, mate. I caught you.
Exactly that. Me and him, I remember one time we spent an afternoon trying to write a song together. Honestly, I swear to God, we sat in a golf cart because TNA had loads of golf carts backstage because it was Universal Studios, and I sang for him once, and he was like, "You got a really good voice," and I was like, he goes, I can't remember who suggested it, but we sat, and I've got hardly any memory of it, but I remember just kind of coming up with, he'd come up with a wee singing bit, and I'd come up with a wee singing bit. I mean, it was only for a couple of hours, but when I think about it now, it blows my mind.
Yeah, that's mental. That's
Can
mental.
you imagine that, man?
He's a very, 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 very successful recording artist, that guy.
I fucking dine out that guy's name every other day.
He was a member of the band The Smashing Pumpkins. Do you know that? Did you know that?
Yeah. No, it was Smashing Pumpkins. Aye.
Did you think they were good, Smashing Pumpkins?
As I say, I like that one. Smile on my face. And
how good did you think they were? You're supposed to say, I thought they were smashing. There we go. There it is. Jason chips in as well, says nothing wrong with having the list. John Boy, these two don't know what they're missing. One day a man's list will work out for the best. My list: Sofia Vergara, Emily Ratajkowski, Janette Garcia, Nita Strauss, Deleta Liotta. Get Rab and Grados for next week's show. I'm not playing that game.
Is these porn stars?
Nita Strauss is the guitarist for Alice Cooper and Ozzy Osbourne, and she is a descendant of the composer Strauss, and she is very beautiful and may end up on my list.
See,
what?
These lists?
I'm pretty sure Diletta Liotta is an Italian telepresenter. I only know that.
I've never had these lists with my girlfriend or anything like that, but it's kind of, I think it's quite, I don't know if this happens to you, Rab, maybe, you know, you're watching Love Island.
Yep.
You're discussing, like, who your favourite is, but you don't want to put them over too much in case, like, you think that you fancy her. I don't know, there's just that wee kind of,
I'm older than you,
she's the best, that one, because she's, you know what I mean? And you think, oh,
it's different because I'm older than you, though, Grado.
See, I know you've got to say that.
When I'm watching Love Island, I have the weird experience of being like, right, these could just all be my wins.
Aye.
Like, so see that guy Liam, for example, the Welsh guy, who's like the big tall Welsh guy, Liam, with the kind of beard and all that, right? He's a big tall guy. I could have had him when I was 23 years old.
I know, that's crazy, isn't it?
He could have been my baby boy when I was older than he is now.
But they look older. Like, they don't, like, do you know what I mean? See, Like, we didn't look like that when we were 23. Do you know what I mean? We never
no
looked
chance.
as old as that. I just...
See when the couple of lassies came in and there was a wee lassie where they were all kind of going, "Oh my god, she's like sent for heaven." You know that they were all saying. So like for me, I was like, she looks like she's about fucking 14. Like to me, she looked like she was 14.
But then also, I think the telly ads makes them look kind of older as well. I remember I bumped into what do you call him, Aribo, the Rangers player, backstage. And the first thing I thought was, he is a wee boy, but you would never think it. Watching it on the telly, you think he's a guy, but seeing him, in your real life, you're going, God, you are a wee boy. You're just a wee boy.
The way he's acting and all that.
Aye. It's been silly.
Sucking at his mom's nipple, not. That's a weird thing that went it with the Rangers players.
See on Love Island,
Don't go there.
To Love Island, right? Is there a guy from the West Country on there who kind of speaks a little bit like a country bumpkin?
You're not from around these parts, are you?
Is there a guy called Jake Cornish who's in there?
Aye.
Yeah, I think so.
He's a wee kind of munchkin guy, isn't he? He's a wee bit. He's one for the watching. That one.
I don't trust that guy.
Well, do you imagine him talking dirty to you, in that kind of Somerset accent?
Aye. It's like that.
Listen to the fucking cheek of this guy, what he just said there. He says, "Can you imagine that guy talking dirty to you?" He says.
You sound like the Aberdeen guy for the WhatsApp group. And they're speaking, you walk in and you're lying with your breasts out. Remember him?
Well, yes. Have you seen Grado? Or you would have seen the clip of the new Celtic manager.
Ange.
They've
That's been dubbed that.
the guy for Peterhead on top of Ange.
And you're not expecting me to walk in and you're lying there on your breasts. And I come up, I think, oh, fuck.
You're dripping like a knackered fridge.
Jesus Christ.
Right, we're going to be a bit too
Sorry.
sexual.
Hold on. Ask Rab where there's one watches movie House of Him. Jason says, never heard it until it was mentioned in the podcast a few weeks ago. Quick Google, I'm keen to see it. Doesn't seem to be viewable anywhere. It is no longer viewable anywhere.
Why?
You cannot see it anywhere. It was on Amazon Prime for a period, but it is now off Amazon Prime, and you now legally can't watch it anywhere.
I watched it with Muriel Gray.
Oh, you watched it, the pictures, didn't you?
I did.
Pablo's Vault of Horror says, ignoring for a moment that an elected... Oh, here's a wee tweet here for Pablo's Vault of Horror that John's got me reading out tweets now. This is like real George Bowie stuff. Ignoring for a moment that an elected official is making a visual pun about people owning and carrying guns, why is this guy retweeting and complimenting himself as a character he played in WWE? Has he lost his mind? He's talking about Kane WWE, who tweeted out, "Looking good, Mr. Mayor," about a Glenn Jacobs tweet, almost as if Kane is a different guy. I like that.
He's just having a bit of fun.
I like that.
He's just having a bit. It's probably his Wednesday with there.
Always come across the prices, by the way, for wrestlers' cameos. If you don't know what a cameo is like a recorded message. Hey, brother, I just want to tell you to stay strong. Undertaker's ones are great. Hey, Granny.
Hello, Granny.
The best.
Can I let you into a wee secret, man?
Yeah.
Oh, he's joined Cameo, hasn't he?
Well, listen, here's the crack, right? No, I had to isolate last week, right, for the 10 days, which was bollocks because it was in the week I was on annual leave for the radio. So I go, can you do nothing, right? And I thought, I'm going to sign up with this Cameo, man. But I was like, I'm not going to promote it. Like, I don't want to tweet it. I don't want to put it on Facebook. Like, I just want it to be there, just in case someday, you know what I mean? I don't want to be good at my life.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Aye.
And so a guy, I hope he doesn't mind me mentioning, but a guy emailed me saying, "Hi, Grado, big fan from, I think he's somewhere down south." He was like, my girlfriend absolutely loves you. Actually, it's his wife. My wife absolutely loves you. We're coming to Glasgow in October. How much can I hire you for 20 minutes? Right. Usually you get these kind of odd emails now and again, right? But I actually thought, hold on here a minute. I says, right, well, here's the crack, mate. I goes, I'm busy in October. And I goes, just need to watch what we're doing. And I don't want to agree to something and whatever and blah, blah, blah. I says, but if you buy, I've just put up my Cameo the other day and I've not advertised it. If you buy one of my Cameos, because I need something to kickstart it, because right now I look like the biggest strob on earth, right? It says, buy it, and then what I'll do is I'll give you a wee free Zoom call after you buy it. So He says, "This is great, brilliant. I'll let you know when I buy the cameo." Do you know if I can refresh that cameo about 47,000 times in the last 48 hours? So I might just say, right, just somebody buy. Even this is cringy, innit? But it's Wrestling Daft, innit?
How many have you punted so far?
None.
How much are you charging, Grados?
Not telling.
I'm just going to Google it. I'm just going to fucking Google it.
I can't go on this fast enough here.
I can't find it. I've just typed in Grado cameo. Hold on.
It's hard to find, mate. I've done all that already. I think if you go into cameo.com and maybe look, it's cameo.com/Grado, I'm sure.
Cameo.com/radio. Just tell
all right. Well, put it this way. I put it as the same price as Elaine C. Smith, right?
Right.
Because I thought fair's...
Is Elaine C. Smith on cameo?
She's making a power on cameo.
Is she?
Making a power.
Doing
this is
not
for me to say, but this is totally not for me to say, but I know that she's...
I've got you. Oh, I've seen the price.
There he is.
The price. There he is, the wee video there. Hold on. Can we play your cameo intro video to Grado on the podcast?
May as well. I embarrass myself in this fucking thing every week anyway. You missed the start.
It's yourself. This is Grado here, the top wrestler, aka Alan. For 2 doors down, PC Hugh McCurdy for Scott Squad. Hits me on cameo. Hit me up. You want a message for birthdays, anniversaries, weddings, when's been born, a bam up. Gives a shout. Now your turn.
Good on you, mate.
This is Graham Steveley, my shooting name. That's all right. Okay. So I don't know, man. If MD, I don't want to say. Just somebody give me a horn on this Wrestling Daft or somebody that listens, just because I feel like a loser. But then I don't want to, I don't know.
But nobody can tell how many you've sold, can they?
No,
that's the thing.
Can I just do a quick audition with you, Grado? Right, let's do a quick audition here. So I've just had, let's just say, I want a message from my wife. Right, she's a big Grado fan. We're getting married, and this is my wedding present to her ahead of the big day, like your man has, right? So what would you do in that instance? So our name is Siobhan, right? We'll just say her name's Siobhan.
Siobhan, it's yourself. This is your top wrestler from Ayrshire here, Mr. Grado, star of 8 of the finest episodes of River City, star of the BBC Scotland's #1 game show of all time, Test Drive, star of Scott Squad, 2 Doors Down, and TNA Wrestling out of Nashville, Tennessee. Listen, I hear it's a big day coming up. You're marrying John. You're doing the right thing. I've saw a picture of him. He looks great. Love his glasses. Great physique. Listen, all the best. Take care. Drink your milk. Say your prayers. Take your vitamins. And remember, hen, it's yourself.
It's all right. That's all right.
It's not worth £33, but is it?
I'd pay £33 for that.
It'd be fucking good on you, Grado.
You know what? Fuck it.
But anyway, let's see what other people are saying. So your starter, Matt, right? Let's play a wee game of player cameos, right? Right, you ready, Grado? Don't look at these numbers, right?
Yeah.
Your starter is Matt Riddle at £300, right? So he's higher than Grado, £300. But is Ricochet, Grado, is Ricochet higher or lower than Matt Riddle?
That's a good one. I'm going to say that Ricochet, although that Matt Riddle is now, he's teaming with Orton and stuff like that, I would say that there would be more folk. I'm going to go for that Ricochet is going to be higher than that.
Sorry, Ricochet is lower than Riddle with £262.50. Next up now it's Kevin Owens.
Right.
But is he higher or lower than Ricochet? Is he higher or lower than
Higher.
Higher.
He's higher. Bing!
Yeah.
With £300 for Kevin Owens. Well, let's go now to Drew McIntyre.
Oh, higher.
Higher or lower than Kevin Owens?
Higher.
Ding! Higher at £450 to get a message for Drew McIntyre. And finally, Alexa Bliss. Higher or lower than Drew?
This is going to be maybe a trick one. I'm going to say higher.
Ding! It is higher with £650.
So, are we allowed to play the Virgil cameo that I sent you?
Yeah.
I mean, this is just absurd, isn't it? It was actually Spud that sent me this. I was peeing myself. Wait to see wrestling that. I mean, I've no idea what this guy has asked for, but it's a bit out there. I'm going to play it.
This goes straight to Harry. Harry, You're probably nothing but a piece of fucking shit anyway. Come and suck this fucking 14 inches right here. This 14 inches waiting to go right into Harry's mouth. Harry, your breath stinks, you've got a big fucking nose, and you better have a deep throat, because I'm going to shove all this fucking 14 inches right down your motherfucking throat. And then I'm going to take it out your mouth, I'm going to beat it all against your fucking nose, and I might just piss in your ears when I have it. You know what I mean? Because I know you're a dick sucker, and you're a fuck off motherfucker. So I'm going to stick this motherfucker right up in your ass right here. See it? It's going to go right up in your ass, Harry. You dick sucking motherfucker.
Right, but what is the story there? So somebody's just asked him to say that or that?
I think so. He's maybe just went, well, going to, fucking take the piss out of me. And he's, is it him that, does he run his own Twitter?
Must do.
Well, sure, I showed you, he DM'd me last week.
Aye.
Brother. I just replied, well, what's up, brother? I just wanted to connect to re-video game. That's not him, innit, no? I don't even know what video game they're talking about.
Connect re-video game. Maybe he's into Microsoft Flight Simulator. Maybe he wants to know where you got your yoke for.
I think my favourite bit is I'm going to piss in your ear. I think that was my particular
I liked
favourite.
Harry, your breath fucking stinks.
Right, listen now, if you want to get in touch with us about any of that or just random wrestling related stuff, get us on Twitter at Wrestling Daft, on Insta at Wrestling Daft Podcast, just Wrestling Daft on Facebook, or email us at wrestlingdaft@gmail.com. Every week we separate the bad for the good in wrestling. Brock Lesnar's ponytail to Rob Van Dam's ponytail, if you like. Listen, I prefer Brock Lesnar's ponytail, John, so I don't know what you're talking about there. Rob Van Dam's look has just always been just...
See the size of Rob Van Dam's head, by the way?
Is it big?
It's massive. Massive. Him, Jeff Hardy's, their heads are huge, man.
I would like to see Rob Dam. I would like to see Rob Van Dam in the flesh in real life, because I imagine he'd just be weird looking.
He's
like he's just. I would imagine he'd be kind of like bigger than I expected. He'd got a big neck and all that.
Oh mate, they're all like that. That's one thing that I noticed. You got the kind of attitude there, guys. That's what I'm saying. They're all fucking massive. Like everything about them is just big arms, big horns. Fucking great big horns.
Brilliant, man. Can't beat it. I love a big horn on a guy. Right now. Anybody will want to put over? Anything we want to put over? Of course, Aleister Black appeared in made his debut in AEW.
I can't go into that.
And he I think he's now here's the thing. Is he insane? Or is it the devil? Or does he have a split personality?
All I'm saying is, right, and before he's going, I just think this stuff has been done to death.
Yeah.
And folk lap it up, you know? It's like, oh, let's do something. Mental hospital, straight jacket, thunder, lightning, and kind of all that. It's just, geez.
And the problem is you can't go anywhere with that.
Aye.
You know what I mean? You can't go anywhere with that because you've still got to stone across the ring for Cody, or you've still got to do a cameo, or you've still got to you can't go anywhere with that. You can't do that vignette and then
jump on Twitch.
Then be like he's doing on Instagram, like selling his clothing brand and all of that, right? Which is fair enough. I just kind of feel like the guy doesn't need to do that. The guy's like, the punters in AEW that watch AEW, right, are going to absolutely lap up a guy like Aleister Black, man. They're going to lap him up. Mm-hmm. He doesn't need to do that. He can just be himself now, which is this kind of badass guy in the black clays with a good look, who comes from the European country, so has a bit of almost like a kind of exotic vibe about him, and is a bit mysterious, and he can just be that. They don't need the fucking daft vignettes, nor that. It was almost as if he took a wee bit of WWE with him there, which is the last thing I like the eye
patch. That's what I wanted to put over. This must be the first time ever. So obviously, before he left WWE, he was getting the vignettes, and it was the Dark Father character. The eye was getting sold. He has sold the eye across promotions.
Yeah, I like that.
I think that's pretty fucking cool.
I like that. I did like that. But it's just that it's also like see wrestling companies. the media people on board at wrestling companies, they don't know how to make horror films. They don't know how to make horror stuff. So it always comes off looking hokey and kind of shite. You know, they always have the kind of shitest actors in it with them and all that. So they've got no chance. He can just be. The debut was great though. I thought you can't.
The debut was brilliant.
You can't beat the lights go out and the lights come on, and a fucking guy that the crowd wants to see is standing there in the ring. You can't beat it.
But you know what ruined it, but didn't you?
The Tommy End stuff.
Oh, the fucking commentary was stupid.
Oh, you're right. Oh, it was terrible.
It's Tommy End. Wait a minute, that's not Tommy End. That's Macaulay. That's Macaulay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And GR, it just, this, you're like, well, it was Tommy End, it's no Tommy End, it's Macaulay. Cornette was going on about it in his podcast the other day. He was bang on. He was like, look, why did they not just have him come out as Tommy End?
Hold on. I'm drawing a fucking line here.
All right.
I'm drawing a fucking line here. Let me get myself ready here. Jim Cornette, right?
Here we go.
John's laughing already.
His internet was doing this week.
Jim fucking Cornette. I don't want to hear his name on this pod. I don't ask for much. But Grado, he is a fucking bad dude. He's a fucking bad dude. And did you see that guy? Here's something I want you like, Barry. That fucking fan of Jim Cornette's that ran on.
Oh, he was a fat fucking idiot.
To AEW. But this is the kind of guys that fucking Jim Cornette is fucking speaking to.
Mate,
you know
that's
what I mean?
got nothing to do with Jim Cornette. You don't geese it. That's got nothing to do with
Jim Cornette's show is totally fucking toxic, man. It's totally fucking toxic. It's just, it's not even like, it's abuse.
You don't even listen to it.
It's abuse. I've listened to it on occasion. I've listened to enough clips on Twitter and all that. It's fucking abuse. And it's abuse for a guy. And Grado, I love you, mate. And I know you enjoy the show because I know you love that kind of drama. That's why you love it.
Yeah, I love it.
You listen to Jim Cornette, no because you agree with Jim Cornette or because you love Jim Cornette. You listen to Jim Cornette because it's like, for you, it's like watching one of your crime scene documentaries or fucking something you just love. You know the drama's going to happen.
You're probably right.
But for me, this dude is just fucking, he's no good. He's a guy, and he doesn't even deserve to have the influence that he has because he was a fucking overrated manager. He's a guy who would be completely fucking lost to the fucking waste bin of history if he wasn't doing this controversial podcast. He's a racist. He's a known fucking racist. He's fucking sexist. He's a fucking horrible old dude, and I don't know why he still fucking floats about.
I don't like him then.
Well, but you know.
I know what you mean, but you're bang on. You're bang on. But I just like what I like. I love drama. I love, I watch videos of people getting stung online, people losing money, people getting lifted. I just love to see, folks' lives fall apart in front of my very eyes. Do you know what I mean? I'm into that kind of stuff.
But he can't. But it just stuck in my throat this week to see him going. The ring is a sacred place to us. He was saying, the ring is a sacred place to us. You don't fucking come into our world and you blah, blah, that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? That guy, a fucking sacred place, that guy is just fucking shitting on people every fucking week. If anybody's the fucking outsider, it's him. It's fucking him now. Because all he is just like, anyway, sorry.
Anyway, what are you kissing Alistair Black's ass these days for anyway? You've changed your tune.
Right, hold on a fucking minute, pal. No, I'm just listening. I'm getting credit where it's due.
No, fair enough, mate. But I'm saying fuck all. It's just, I know what you mean. It's just, it's a wee text here.
Listen, I like to listen. I'm not a lie. I like to occasionally listen to the Joe Rogan podcast, who I think is a fucking asshole. And I listen to his podcast sometimes because he's talking to people who I think are assholes as well. And I just want to hear it to be like, fucking hell, man. You know what I mean?
Mate, it's like, see, when I was in isolation, I must have watched 12 hours a day of Howard Stern videos. Mm-hmm. Right now, I can't go the guy. I think he's obnoxious. I think he's a cheeky bastard. He's horrible to folk, but I just couldn't stop watching it. Couldn't stop watching Howard Stern. Obsessed with it. Interviewing Pierre China. Pierre China was on her knees with drugs and all the rest of it and exploiting. She's getting her boobies out in the studio, and it just... But I couldn't stop watching it. I don't know.
There's something about Howard Stern though, in there. I mean, this is the thing. It's like Howard Stern just has something, doesn't he? I think he's so fucking good at his job, man. I think it's cool, that as well.
He's not likeable, but
no. Right, let's see what the punters are saying. Willie wants to put John Morrison versus Ricochet and Raw. Such a fun no DQ match. I watched that match. Wasn't it for me? Well, he says, wouldn't mind seeing them run it back at some point in pay-per-view later in the year. He wants to bury Umberto for refusing to postpone his US title shot and then immediately getting squashed. Made him look like a goon. Dan wants to put over AEW's long-term booking of one Hangman Page. Lost his first shot against Jericho, lost his confidence, had a run where he's been built up to a few years in the making. Fair play AEW for holding off until crowds are there for the pop when and if Page beats Kenny Omega. And wants to bury WWE for not showing the big sexy interview. I was really looking forward to that.
What was that?
What happened there?
Right, is it a documentary? Because I can clear that up.
No, it was the Stone Cold thing.
Yeah, I don't know why they cut it, but a few people have been in touch because it was meant to be because it was NWO week last week, and I think
it was meant to be Sunday night.
Yeah,
do you know what it'll be? It'll be for the same reason why. Do you remember the Lex Luger documentary was supposed to air last Sunday?
Yeah,
and it basically got shelved for a couple of weeks because there's been so many cuts in the WWE documentary team that there was basically not enough folk to edit it and put it together, so they're all being delayed. So I put it so I would put it in this. I would imagine that came under the same bracket. You know, probably the guys that do docs are probably the guys that do Austin's podcast, and that's probably, unless it was up and it was 10 down. Was it already up?
No, it never went up.
Right, well, it'll be that then.
Because I want to see that. Darren
wants to Dave Meltzer there, didn't I?
Darren wants to put out the Briscoes in Ring of Honor. How good would the Briscoes FTR feud be? And he wants to bury all the shite we're getting. Ian wants to bury Rab for no getting that Alex Trebek was the American TV host that was at the WrestleManias. I was thinking of Regis Philbin and Ian has just said, unless he was trying to remember Regis Philbin, in which case bury Rab for no getting that Regis Philbin was the American TV host at WrestleMania. I was thinking of Regis Philbin. Jack wants to put Stephen for last week's show. Big Man was inspirational. Remember Stephen, who was on last week talking about the bone marrow stuff. Hopefully some of you...
He was some man.
Some man. Hopefully some of you have signed up for that. I get a right. Shock to the system. I boot up the arse when I went and checked because I was like, right, I need to do this now and register for this. And I went, I'm too old. Can you believe it? What? Yeah, too old. 40. God. 40 is a cut-off.
What, 40 is a cut-off?
Oh, I might be
That's
cut
quite
off
depressing.
it now. I'm 40, I might be cut off it now.
But then I said to somebody about that, and somebody says to me, there's other places that they register you can go in that goes older. Anyway,
right.
Boshi wants to put wrestling documentaries in general because wrestling product as of late has been awful. I don't even as much as skim through it anymore, but I'm watching all the documentaries again. They're just a class watch. I think you're in Grado's camp. That's what Grado's saying.
That's exactly the same way I feel, mate. Gosh, exactly the same.
Kerr wants to put Ricochet and Morrison again for putting on another phenomenal match and make me look forward to Raw for another week. And wants to bury WWE selling the Drew McIntyre Wrecking Slam cycle literally 1 minute after he broke off Jinder's exhaust for his bike. Listen, one other thing I want to say that I want to put Eva Marie had a bit with Alexa Bliss and Doudrop was there, who we know is Piper Niven. Piper Niven to us. Doudrop to WWE was there. And I thought she was great in that segment, by the way. She had a wee segment with Alexa Bliss, and I just thought she didn't have that much today, but I thought on mannerisms and all that, I was just thinking, oh my God, she's good. She's doing well here. Jamie wants to put her the Roman Reigns storyline again, even though WWE want to sweep Jimmy Uso's recent arrest under the carpet. Jimmy Uso obviously get arrested again. Hoping for the best for him because these guys, could and should be up the top of that card for a long time to come. So hopefully any personal issues he has get sorted out. Reigns versus Edge should be a superb match. Great as well to see a couple of female superstars for NXT debut in the main roster this past week, says James.
Maya, she debuted, am I right?
Who did?
Maya Yim.
I think so. I know Shotzi Blackheart did.
She is the best. She's the best. She is the best.
Who, Shotzi?
Maya Yim. She's the best. Right. Without a doubt, man. She was class.
But Shotzi Blackheart's got a wee tank.
I don't know her. Shotzi Blackheart.
Right, she's just called Shotzi now, so.
Have they taken Blackheart away from her name?
Yes, I think so. I think she's brought Blackheart, just Shotzi.
I quite like Shotzi.
Now, Jamie wants to bury people calling for Conor McGregor to make the switch to WWE just because he can talk on the mic. In my opinion, you've never fit any PG era programming with style of trash talking like a proper bastard. What's your guys' thought on this? I would love Conor McGregor to come into the wrestling world. I would love it. I would love it.
What did you think his promo sitting in his arse like Vince at the Rumble greeting?
That for me was a beamer, man. That was embarrassing because there's no point you doing all the trash. There's no point you doing all the trash talking when you're fucking on your arse. The guy walking away with a win. There's no point doing it. However, just the thought of Conor McGregor coming in, I would love to see. Conor McGregor's a guy I would like to see in there with an Adam Cole or something. He's Conor McGregor and Seth Rollins, man. I'd love to see that Conor McGregor and Seth.
McGregor and Drew, I'd like.
Conor McGregor and Drew. Maybe.
Aye.
I'm just thinking Drew would just look massive beside him, I think, though.
Aye.
I'm thinking about who would you put? Here's a question. See if Conor McGregor was to come into WWE to do a WrestleMania, right? Who would you put him in with? Would
you go down the Kurt Angle and all that kind of carry on MMA? Yeah.
Because I know John has said before, like Matt Riddle.
Do you know what? End up being your big man Corbin?
Nah.
When they kind of,
McGregor would come in as a heel, wouldn't he?
Yeah, he would need to.
He would kind of Tyson-y. Like Tyson was.
Do you know what? I'm going to say it here, Rab, but you would love it if Conor McGregor came kicked fuck out Adam Cole. They're kind of similar sizes and stuff like that. That might work.
They are similar sizes. I'm just trying to think who would be really good on the mic coming back at him.
That's a good shout, Eli Drake.
Oh, aye.
And hey, that's not a bad shout.
You know what I mean? Once he's up there.
Hey, I tell you what, man. I tell you what would be money, I think, as well. Conor McGregor in with Karrion Kross would be good. I think.
Wow, that's a good shout, man.
That would be good because you would also have her in the mix. You would have Scarlett Bordeaux in the mix as well, and I just think there'd be great fun there, man.
There you go. That's your one.
There'd be great fun there with Conor McGregor and Scarlett Bordeaux, man.
Aye. That's a good one, Rob. That's a good one. Note that one down.
I'll write that one down.
Take that one in the notepad, John.
I'll send that one to Vince. No, let's say, right, that John is wanting to research his list. Grado, right? Let's just imagine that. I've obviously just mentioned Scarlett Bordeaux there. So John's went, I want to do a wee bit of Googling for Scarlett Bordeaux pictures. How would he do that and still manage to hold on his privacy?
Well, what I would advise John Boy to do is I would expect him to get on and download such a thing as expressvpn.com. Have I ever told you about expressvpn.com, Rob?
Yeah, well, no, but tell me again, because
right. Put it this way, right? See if you've got ExpressVPN on your smart devices, right? Did you know that when you've got Netflix, right, it's different in country to country, right? There's tens of thousands of shows, but you only get access to a fraction of that because you're sitting in the UK. But what you do is you switch it, right? You're listening, and you can get all these different films, you can get all these different programs, and you can have the time of your life. But it's a bit. Put it this way, if you're going to watch Netflix without using ExpressVPN, it's like paying for a gym membership but only being able to use the treadmill. Right? How does it unblock content? Well, let me tell you. It lets you change your online location so you control where you want Netflix to think you're located. Now, they've got 100 different server locations. You can gain access to thousands of new shows, and I'll tell you, it works with many other streaming devices too. It works with iPlayer, YouTube, and an awful lot more. Now, recently, guys, I had managed to get a wee bit of the old UFC at the weekend, and how did I do it? Well, I changed my ExpressVPN to the United States of America. What I did was, I opened the app, I selected location, tapped the in button, and then I refreshed the page, and then the geo-restricted show was now available to watch. Now, blazing fast speeds. It streams in HD. There's no buffering. You can watch it on your phone, your laptop, media, consoles, smart TVs, and many, many more. And this is where John will reap the benefits of the privacy of him Googling and taking notes, etc., etc., etc. It encrypts your data. Now, the ExpressVPN has the added benefit of encrypting your data so that you can browse the web securely, and you just don't have anybody breathing down your neck or looking through that window on the porch or wherever you might do your dwelling. So be smart. Stop paying full price for streaming services and only getting a fraction to the content. Get yourself to expressvpn.com. Get your money's worth. expressvpn.com/wrestling. That's my link, right? And don't forget to use my link. I'll say it again. It's expressvpn.com/wrestling, and you will get an extra 3 months of ExpressVPN for free.
It's the part of the show now where we invite you, the listeners, to dare run in. Come on the show, talk wrestling, ask us a question. This week, we are welcoming a man who sent tongues wagging on this very show after his road story about hiding shites around the place. He's going to explain himself. It's the one and only Mr. Stephen McCabe. There he is.
How's it going, mate?
Hello.
This guy looks like a guy who would debut for NXT.
You want me to wet my hair, put it down, and call myself Adam Cole?
No, but you know what I mean. That's you've got that look about you. You look like you're fit. You get the beard. You're quite well manicured there. Your hair's back. You could probably get that hair into a wee man bun as well, and you would slot. Look at that! You could walk right into NXT, mate. I'm surprised you're not signed.
I know the band ones. I just decided to start lockdown. I'm not going to cut my hair for lockdown and see how it goes. So this isn't a normal thing.
You look good, mate. I like your kitchen as well.
Don't you explain it, mate? It's fine.
Is that your kitchen?
No.
It's all kitchen, living room, dining room on the one. It's like a kind of New York flat. Kind of
like a studio apartment.
That's the one.
Right, so what's happening? So I'm seeing your right shoulder. Is there a bottle or something up there?
Up there.
Up beside the cactus.
There's a champagne, a cactus, and a wee teeny Sting wrestling figure there. Can you see it?
Oh, aye, I can see it. Aye.
Aye.
Very nice. What's on the shelf below that one?
What is that? Picture of me and the missus and another cactus.
Nice.
Brilliant.
Beautiful. Tell us about you and the missus, mate. You're married?
No, we're still living together. Been together 7 years, but no married yet.
7 years.
John, I thought he was going to be getting married this week.
No, it's his pal that's getting married now.
Oh, right.
The story you remember from the road story, Stephen used to stay in a flat with his mate and they played the game Hide the Shite, which a lot of people have been in touch with us about. I believe Jen, who's one of our listeners, said that person has seriously mental problems when she heard the story. But yeah, Stephen's pal is getting married this weekend, am I right, Stephen? And this is who you played Hide the Shite with? Yeah,
getting married on Friday. This is the guy who played Hide the Shite with.
And are you invited to the wedding?
I'm an usher.
Brilliant.
Nice.
Are they going to mention hiding shites in any of the speeches?
I'm going to put one in his spawn, see what happens. But I've said to the best man, like, I've got the clip at the end of the podcast, and he's going to play it out loud as part of his speech.
Oh, mate.
I think a lot of pals, told pals and that for years, but I've like 54 people, so family, it's aunties and uncles, and like, let them see what happens.
Get a video of that.
The best man is like, he's an utter, so he'll get it. He's happy to do it.
Oh, get a video of that. I want to see that.
Not a problem.
Listen, let's be serious here for a minute, right?
Sorry, get sidetracked.
When you getting married?
Probably about 3 or 4 years away.
3 or 4 years away. And why is that? Is it like, are you saving up, or are you planning to? Is there some kind of plan involved, or are you just kind of like, what is the deal?
There's a plan. Well, my girlfriend's 30th in October, so I'm doing a few things for that first. I don't want to do that and go, seems like part of your birthday.
Yep.
But she's got this jewellers she likes, and they've only got one shop in LA. So me, my girlfriend, my pal, and his wife are going to LA in 2 years for WrestleMania.
Whoa.
So I can go to the shop, buy the ring there, and then come back and do it then. So it's
very nice.
It's a big, massive plan, but unless we end up getting front row WrestleMania tickets, then the ring's not getting bought.
Very nice, mate. Grado.
Aye.
What about you, mate? When's the big day?
I found my WrestleMania 27 ticket today.
Did you? What do you mean?
I was kind of clearing stuff out my hut, and I found my stub.
No.
For WrestleMania 27, Georgia Dome, Cena versus Miz, pure shite.
John, tell us about your marriage situation.
What do you want to know about my marriage situation? Is this is after last week you're talking about the laminate list.
John.
Stephen, have you got a laminate
John.
list? Yeah.
John, who's the sexiest woman on the planet?
Well, probably I would say Olivia Munn, but definitely Scarlett Bordeaux is up there. I would definitely say so. But none of these strobs don't have a laminate list.
you have a list, mate? Do you have a list that you and your partner, like a free pass, hall pass list?
10 years ago, we had a power cut at work. Run the tea room and all the guys and lasses sat and done a list. And mine was Trish Stratus Sable. That was it.
Trish Stratus and Sable, no Stacey Keibler.
I get slated for saying that I thought she was nice, but obviously my pals are idiots, but it was their top two. You had to only pick two.
Right, see, we're getting three.
Who was your favourite in that period, Grado, of the kind of like
Stratus.
Stable?
I didn't even have to think about that.
Stacey Keibler.
Trish Stratus, man. Wow. Obsessed with Trish Stratus when I was away. Had a big poster there and a cowboy hat and a white bikini.
Best one was SmackDown 2 for the PS2, which is just a big porno with her as a loading screen.
That's right. I got it in Salkett's Market. This big poster, it cost me £1. I got that in the Godfather one as well.
Stephen, you got in touch with us when you're coming on to the run. You said you've got a gimmick suggestion for Rab and Grado that you'd like to run by them.
All right.
No, well, I've been furloughed since the end of January, and now my girlfriend works in the house. Again, every room's the one room, so I just go out walk just to get the house. And I walk past the gym in Parkhead. Is it the Iron Brew?
That's Wolfie's.
Aye. It's no pink anymore, he's painted it.
Aye.
And then I walk past that. What fuck else? Why don't just join, see what happens? No, you're not going to become a wrestler, just try and do the training. It's something you enjoy watching, why not try and see what happens? And then walking back, I'm going, need a gimmick. I need to come up with something. So I was 10 stone to start lockdown, up to 10.5, now cut it down to 10.25. Then my gimmick was going to be like, just say it could either be like ICW, I come out, wee skinny bastard, walk into the ring, the theme tune with something that will sing along to, they'll get just to hopefully get a reaction. Stand in the ring, put the mic up to my mouth, Taylor's music comes out, kicked fuck at me, I leave. The next week, again my music comes on, still a skinny bastard, come out. I get one word this time, somebody else comes out, kicks fuck at me. This goes on for a while. At the time I'm going to the gym, I'm becoming a bit 10.5 stone, maybe 11 stone, like bulking up. This goes let it go. And a few months later, I'm coming out with a t-shirt with an email address on it. There's no context to it, just hopefully people email checked it. The shite they say that, so I'm going to try and make that catchphrases, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And eventually, 6 months down the line, I tank, I get one sentence out, somebody else can do it, that's a shit again, blah, blah, blah.
I see some walk you went on. You must start with this.
I walk through Parkhead, you can get the things, didn't you? Eventually, one day, hopefully, fans are actually going, shame for that wee guy, isn't it? Oh, you fucking 10.25 stone, the world's skinny fat guy. What a fucking prick he is. Eventually, somebody comes out, I get one punch in them, get part of the game. This is going along. Skip a year, I'm now a fucking machine.
Right.
Maybe 10.25 stone at that point. And then I just eventually get one move and one guy, crowd goes mental, and I never see me again.
You do one move, so after all that, after a year's build up, you do one move and one guy, and then you never see you again.
Aye.
Quite like that.
Quite like that.
I quite
you
like
know, quite a lot of shows as well. ICW run about 8 times a year.
But I'm not taking up anybody else's time. I'm probably too late to become a half decent wrestler. Just a wee bit of a laugh.
Right,
one move, got a wee pop.
What age are you?
31.
31? You're not fucking too old to be a wrestler. DDP, mate. DDP. And you're what height did you say you were?
I'm 5'9", 5'10".
5'9", 5'10"?
Aye.
Yeah, fucking minute. Did you not say you were 5'11" about fucking 5 minutes ago?
No, I said 5'10", didn't I?
5'10".
Did they say 5'10"?
Aye.
5'9", 5'10". Oh, you're taller than like everybody in ICW. You're taller than everybody in Scottish wrestling apart from Joe Hendry. 5'9", 5'10". Have you seen the size of Joe Hendry?
See him now or in ICW?
No, the guy, the wrestler, the radio presenter woman. She's could be fun a bit. Mate, listen, thanks so much for coming on and joining us. Well, it's been great to catch up. Enjoy your pints. Enjoy your pints and enjoy the wedding at the weekend.
Enjoy the wedding, mate.
Tell
them we're asking for them. Tell them all the best.
I'll let you know how the...
let's see the video, man. That'd be good. That'd be funny.
Please film the reaction to the shite story.
Please do it.
Not a problem.
No worries, bro. Right, speak soon.
See you later, mate. See you later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
You just made the list!
It's time now for the list of wrestling daft. Now, we always talk about a list in that show, but that list is usually about wrestling and no the 19th century Austrian virtuoso, pianist and composer Franz Liszt. Just to solve any confusion. Really good, John.
Thank you.
That was really good. You can vote for what you want us to talk about by joining us at patreon.com/wrestling daft. We went back to the well this week just for Grado and put TNA's best pay-per-views up against the best WWE, WWF tag teams of all time. After the New Day were recently announced as the best. But what won? Well, by a ball hair, it was the tag teams with 54%. Sorry, Grado, Nate, TNA chat this week.
Surprised at that, but I don't get it. I mean, maybe I don't actually get what folk like. See, to me, if I was 9 and I was putting out a wrestling podcast, on one of the episodes, I talk about our top 3 favourite tag teams, but we're guys, you're an old man, Rab. And you know what I mean? You can't even give blood. Right. You can't give blood. You can talk about your favourite fucking wrestling tag teams.
He's right. No. Okay, so we've already said that the WWE announced themselves with their own, I don't know how they worked this thing, but they had New Day as number 1 best tag team of all time. Now, not to spoil anything, boys, but I had a long think about this. I've been thinking about this for days, right? And I have to say, you can't argue with it. So the number 1 on my list is also going to be the New Day. I just don't think you can argue with the fact that these guys who were given this gimmick that we all saw when it first started and we went, oh no, this isn't going to work. And they did exactly that thing that Vince McMahon talks about. They reached for the brass ring, they turned it around, they made it work. And how many years have they been gone now? They've been gone years now.
7 or 8.
Years winning titles, and here's the key thing: they've got a great gimmick, right? They can all talk, they can all work, they all have a massive mainstream appeal. They have matches, and their matches are always fucking good. They're the total package. They're the total package. They've got their own comic books. They've got the Waynes love them. They're one of the very few wrestling personalities you get as well that the Waynes fucking love them. And the grown-ups love them and all.
Right.
They are unarguably number 1, but I'll tell you what my 3 and 2 are, right? My number 3 is... This might surprise you guys, but it's the APA. During the Attitude Era, right? And I was thinking about tag teams that just had a kind of big impact on me. And I have to be honest, I think New Age Outlaws are an underrated tag team. I thought they were fucking great, man. They were high intensity. They were very similar to APA in a way. But I just remember that period when I was mad into wrestling. See when the fucking APA came out, man, and they're just the kind of guys I like. They used to smash people.
Aye.
They would come out and fucking Bradshaw would go, fuck yeah, man, and flatten people. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Aye. Big Ron would be fucking like, oh, boom, killing guy. I fucking loved it.
I know, man. I know. Well, come on, right?
Even the backstage segments with their wee fucking office and all that, with their cigars, they were cool. They were sitting there, they're playing poker and all that, and look at their door and knock on my door and all that. Get people would just walk up to them and be like,
sitting there playing fucking Scabby Queen, trying to get Trish Stratus to get her tits out.
Mate, you know you loved it. You know you want to be an APA. And not only that, just the fact also that I love the Ministry of Darkness stuff. I love that, and and they kind of they touched into that as well. And so I'm going to go for APA for my number 3 because it's very personal choice. Number 2 is going to be for me because when I was a wee guy, I just thought, oh my god, this is like something on another planet. It's Legion of Doom. I used to see Legion of Doom. Now I have to be honest, Legion of Doom are one of the weird ones where it's kind of like they did not fly as high in the WWE as who they were. You know what I mean? You have to. I did the research when I was later, when I was older, Or some of their matches as Road Warriors and stuff like that, and I was like, fucking look at these guys, man, you know what I mean? But even as a wee guy watching WWE and Legion of Doom coming out with that look, an amazing look they had, and that's the, see for me, see when you talk about tag team finishing moves, the fucking Doomsday Device, I just fucking love that, man. That's just pure spectacle, that move, you know what I mean? So it's going to be Legion of Doom at number 2 for me.
I think you're showing off.
What do you mean?
I just that the whole New Day. I get that they done well to make chicken salad out of chicken shit, but when it comes to moments, tag team moments, and the crowd and the Russia teams winning, I can't. Maybe it's because I fell away from it, but I don't have many big memories of big moments like that. I can tell you about Hardy's coming back at WrestleMania. You've got and the Attitude Era when Edge and Christian won their first tag team titles.
But mate, hold on, that's not fair you saying like a moment like the Hardys coming back at WrestleMania, because I guarantee you that if New Day stopped tomorrow and in 10 years' time New Day popped up at a fucking WrestleMania, the roof would come off as well.
I think so.
You know what I mean?
Well, maybe you're right.
Mate,
maybe you're right, mate.
What are the young team of day that have grown up watching New Day stuff and all that? And
you're right.
And they were, and here's the thing, right? As much as the Hardys are great as well, right? Hardys are great as well. But I remember watching Hardys matches sometimes and being kind of like, right, there's another Hardys match, you know what I mean? But the New Day had the best match on the card on a lot of pay-per-views.
Yep.
A lot of pay-per-views, the best match on the card. I also need to give a shout out to the Usos as well, by the way, because I remember there was that period as well where I was going like, these fucking guys are coming on like second match of the night and stealing the fucking show. Do you know what I mean? The Usos are so good. And it's good to, but I just kind of feel like they just never really quite got up there. It's good to see them that they're still, in that top spot with Roman Reigns just now. And obviously there's like ones like Heart Foundation. I remember like there was just something about the Beverly Brothers I liked. Just something about them I liked as well.
It's a bit like I had a wee. I liked the Hollies, the Holly cousins.
Yeah.
Remember they come out and tell every cunt there was 400 £1 each. I love that.
And obviously the Dudleys as well, you know what I mean?
The Dudleys are my favourite, without a doubt.
Can I put a mention out for Too Cool as well? I think
yeah.
Of course you can, man. When I think back to as a wee boy dancing to Too Cool in my room and the Royal Rumble 2000, Rikishi's big ass, I loved it all.
But it's New Age Outlaws, again, just to give another shout out to them, New Age Outlaws, there was something about, and they were very close to being my number 3. New Age Outlaws were almost my number 3, and it's not just because of the fact. And I thought the New Age Outlaws matches were good, and they were good on the mic. You know what I mean?
Oh, mate, come on!
You know what I mean?
Good.
They were,
ladies and gentlemen, I mean,
oh my god! Yeah. And no only that, that's about the New Age out. In fact, see if we take New Day out of the equation, because we both agree, the WWE have said they're number 1. We've all agreed they're number 1. Let's get them on my list, right? So they're on there at number 3, right? New Age Outlaws, for me, during that era when WWE was at its best, right? For what is me, the peak era of WWE, this is the highest praise you can give New Age Outlaws. When this big fucking show started, when the big pay-per-view started, Vince McMahon said, get these fucking guys out there first.
Yep.
Get these guys out there first and get the crowd going. You know what I mean? And how many pay-per-views, how many shows did you watch where the fucking Road Dogg was the first fucking voice you heard?
I mean, because you just imagine being a big wrestling fan back in the day, right? You love The Rock, you love The Godfather, you love New Age Outlaws and that. Something, you're at the wrestling and all the fireworks go off. We're here live at Sacramento. And then, you didn't know. You just would imagine yourself to go, what at the fucking wrestling? Yes! You know what I mean?
That's it. And that's, and that's the thing you say for New Day as well. New Day are in that spot. They're in that spot now where Vince is like a pay-per-view starts on like, get a fucking New Day out. You know what I mean? Get the crowd G'd up. And, so... it's a tough one. I'm also no the biggest fan of tag team wrestling. I need to be honest. It's no, it's no ever been the kind of. I know there's some guys that like they love tag team wrestling, but tag team wrestling's never been like a big thing for me. So I love when it's people that made kind of. There's something in common, I think, here with some of the people I'm picking, like APA and Legion of Doom and New Age Outlaws and Demolition. I loved when I was a wee guy. These were tag teams that had quick matches. Usually, you know what I mean? They would usually come out, wreck a joint, kick arses, fucking leave. You know what I mean? I love that stuff.
I prefer wrestling tag matches.
Because you got to rest, mate. Right, let's see what the punter says. Pablo says Demolition. They were the Road Warriors and Freebirds in one package. They held the all WWF title for a record time when they had the greatest roster of tag teams ever assembled. Great team, Demolition. Roche Boy says the Dudley Boys had to offer me 2 big intimidating as fuck bastards, a great entrance and loads of brilliant matches. Gary says, growing up in the late 80s, early 90s is hard not to say. Legion of Doom, great bunch of lads. Giza Gobbledygooker says, best tag teams Edge and Christian. Amazing in the ring and on the mic, made them both superstars, great team. Rico says, best WWE tag teams. Yeah, here we go. I enjoyed APA and New Age Outlaws at the heights of their success. Also less memorable but funny for the run was Al Snow and Steve Blackman. Head cheese themselves. I've been looking up less memorable teams now and found out Matt Hardy and Tatanka were a team for a while.
I remember Road Warrior Animal and John Heidenreich.
Yeah, oh Jesus, aye. Bronze Cello says Heart Foundation and Demolition. I never pay attention to these lists. Anybody who's blackballed normally doesn't get a look in. Steve says best tag team of all time for me is Edge and Christian. However, growing up during the Attitude Era and coming to terms of being gay, seeing Billy and Chuck on WWE TV, even though it was clearly just a storyline, it was some sort of gay representation. The addition of Rico too just made it so much more camp. I loved it. Rico and Charlie Haas as a team were great too.
Oh, that's a good shout, man.
That's amazing to hear something like that, because obviously, you know, I remember when they were doing that Billy and Chuck thing, and I was thinking, oh fuck, oh man, I wonder how this is coming across, or I wonder if is this offensive, you know, is this going to be, you know, and you always just imagine people are going to be offended by it. And it's interesting to hear Steve coming in and saying like
that actually helped him.
Yeah, there was actually some representation there.
That's quite cool, man.
That is cool. Good on you, Steve. Grado, out of all the tag teams we've talked about, what one would you like to have been a member of? You don't want to be in the Dudley Boys, right?
Well, I've been in the Dudley Boys.
No, well,
and I've been in DX, and I've been in Too Cool.
Oh, for God's sake!
Well, because you've got to remember, right? For example, I mean, I love this, right? Fucking Adrian. No, who was it? Who was it that done it? Was it either Adrian or Scott for SWA? And they advertised it like Team DX versus Team. I can't remember who the bad guys were. I can't remember who the bad guys were, but it was meant to be X-Pac and Billy Gunn and me and somebody else, and we're meant to be Team DX. But I think Billy Gunn had to pull out, and I remember we came out. Oh no. I've done it twice. I've done it with X-Pac and Billy Gunn, and both times it was like the DX music we used to watch the ring, man. I fucking loved it. I'm not joking, really. It was the best one, but for some reason was with X-Pac, because what we'd done the whole thing, like I tagged with X-Pac and life is and come out and danced at the intro, and then, you know, the lights went off, bang, X-Pac, I remember just fucking crotch chopping like a fuck man, pure all the way down the ring. And then that was the best. And then obviously I tagged with Billy Ray and Hornswoggle before, which I've probably mentioned about 17,000 times, but it still gives my buzz. When I'm in the ring, I'm going, I'm a Dudley boy. I'm Grado. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Beautiful.
Then I go to do the worm with Scotty Too Hot, man.
Listen, let's say
slob sitting here with my Boston Red Sox hat on.
Let's do the bushwhacker walk.
Tell you one game.
The bushwhacker walk. What date, Grado?
I remember seeing the Bushwhackers in Irvine, I'm sure. I remember seeing the Bushwhackers in Irvine. I remember going to Luke's gym as well with Eugene. I remember going to that.
Do you know Nasty Boys used to shove people's peds and faces into their armpits? It's nasty, isn't it? Now, there's loads more content at patreon.com/wrestling daft. Bonus episodes up there now, including Grado's WrestleMania memories. Best way to get involved, sign up to one of our tiers at patreon.com/wrestling daft. Loads of extra content up there. If you fancy joining, becoming one of our patrons, supporting the show, sign up now at patreon.com/wrestling daft. We'd love to welcome you to our very special roster. And now it's time for the part of the show that may lead to the death of our careers. It's another Wrestling Daft road story. To explain how it works, we're wrestlers on the way back for a show. We're trying to pop each other using your stories. So let's jump into the car and see what happens tonight. What a match, Grado.
Fantastic. Oh, good to be back in the canvas.
See, the night we were NWO, the night, you know what I mean? That's a weird thing, like, because we were tagging with Virgil, we were NWO, really? You know what I mean? I'm surprised that they let us use NWO's music because we came out with Virgil, but I suppose it was NWO, wasn't he? I mean, it counts.
It's funny with that as well, isn't it? When you've got the kind of the hangers on and when they get booked in indie shows and using like the NWO music. It's funny.
Aye. I thought it was a bit much when he said he was going to stick 14 inches down the throat of that wee woman for Clyde Bank. It was sitting in, but still, it was good to be an NWO, I guess. Aye. Any stories, mate?
Well, it just reminds me of the time when I was 15, right? A bunch of my mates, myself, right? Before we were Billy Big Boss because we were slightly more mature than other folk that we hung about with their kind of age group, right?
Why?
Because what we'd be doing is we'd be drinking outside, and obviously with me being able to get served at a few shops and bars, I was over 6 foot tall at the time, Rob.
What?
I was just 6 foot at the time, and I had more than just your bog standard teenage bum fluff. But anyway,
right, so you look like a man.
Look like a man.
Right.
We thought we were fly as fuck, Rab. We used to tell our moths and fathers that we'd be staying at certain pals' house on Saturday nights, but we'd really be going to Coatbridge's premier nightclub at the time, Universe. Mind all Universe.
Jeez, oh.
Well, one fateful Saturday night, my mum was staying at my mate Davy's house. So I was a Davy in it. Staying at my mate Davy's house, right, and we had our usual pre-night smally.
Aye.
So we did Rab and what happened is we decided to head down to the boozer or the club at 11.
Mm-hmm.
Now, little known to me that
11.
my mum...
Sorry.
That was me laugh. It's funny, man. Like somebody had that out 2 doors down the other week. Like Alec Norton had it out. And you're that way, I'm going, that's my pal. I'm like... Right, so my mum thought we were staying at Davy's, right, but that wasn't the case. So see, about 1 o'clock in the morning, I made an arse of myself playing drinking games on the stage, and I fell clean off it, down the broom handle, 4-headed spin. So I was standing at the bar, one of the bouncers come up to me and he says, "Are you Ryan?" I says, "Aye." He says, "Come with me, wee man." So as I said before, you can, I'm 6 foot tall. Bouncer's only about 5'10", so being the wee prick that I was, I thought to myself, who the fuck's he calling wee man? Short arse. Right, so he says to me again, "Come again, wee man, come with me, wee man, you're in big trouble." He came at my teenage brain, was like, it's definitely getting into overdrive, and I was definitely getting off para. What had I done? I had just called him short arse. Had I, however, hit someone while falling off the stage, had I knocked a lassie over, or spilled a drink or something, what the fuck did I do? What was the reason for this guy telling me to come? Right?
Mm-hmm.
So I gets closer to the manager's office, and it was terribly clear what trouble I was in. There in the doorframe was a diminutive, clearly fucking raging woman pointing at me. "That's him! That's fucking him! He's only 15! Why the fuck's he in here steaming?" It was my fucking ma.
Oh, God. I
never lived that story down for a year, but luckily I don't really speak to those pals anymore, and me and my mum see the funny side at family occasions. And that's just a bit of heartwarming, you know, bit of fun between.
That was a bit of fun.
Son. Bit of fun.
That's a bit of fun. So who was that story for?
Ryan Hamill.
Thanks, Ryan Hamill. And if you have a Wrestling Daft Road story, it doesn't have to be anything to do with wrestling, mind, just a funny story about your life, it might pop us. Drop us a DM on Twitter at Wrestling Daft or on the Facebook page itself. Now that's it for Wrestling Daft. Please rate, review and subscribe on Apple or get us in wherever you get your podcasts. Who's our listener of the week? Hey, let's get to Geordie Coyle.
Aye.
That's lovely stuff about the baby and all that, and then giving us all a shout out, and it was very nice stuff. I want to give that shout out to Geordie Coyle.
This is what we want. Listen,
Geordie's 3-time list of the week now, by the way.
3-time. That's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Get that strap around him.
Let's just say to folk, you know, because we do love getting stuff in at the beginning. I love wee stories and all that. See, talking about tag teams and all this, I can't be arsed, right? But however, I love this stuff. I love the stuff when folks send stuff in. I love telling us wee stories, and if you've got any wee stories, if you've maybe overcame something, if you've ever had a wee bit of bother, or you're needing help, come to us, man.
Right, the A-team.
Well, just come to us, man. You know what I mean? We're there for folk.
So that's our listener of the week. So remember, support us. Patreon.com. Oh, his mics fell off. Grado's mics fell off. It's absolute chaos here at Wrestling Daft Towers as ever. Check out our merch at shop.spreadshirt.co.uk/wrestling daft. We're going to freshen that up soon. We'll get all new merch. I think it's time for getting new merch up there. Thanks so much for listening. We're going to see you on the next one. Have a great rest of the week. Grado, it's yourself and Up the Road.
Up the road, it's yourself!
Audio Frontier.